Hello everyone, my name is Yonatan Getachew from Fairfax Technologies. Here I'm a senior consultant and a solution architect. Today I'm going to introduce you to some very basic concepts on the SAP and spend a moment on introducing you on how to use the SAP Partner Edge websites. Thank you for listening. Have you ever noticed that we IT professionals are always seeking for more? Let's take a silly example. 1 kilobyte for a traditional purpose, it is just 1000 bytes. But in our context, in the IT context, it's just 24 more. 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. If you ask my opinion, it is simple. I'll just say IT professionals are always needing for that extra touch, extra edge. Today, I'm introducing you to a software. Not just a software, it is a system that is always with this extra edge available at your disposal. Think of a software, think of a system that is so intuitive, so elegant. It is so elegant that you can even carry it on your pocket. It is called SAP. SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products. It is a software that has been developed or pre-developed for 24 industries and 11 lines of businesses, packed and ready to be shipped. All that is awaiting is our proficiency, professionals like you and me, to deliver the package. Imagine the edge. Imagine the authenticity. Imagine the future. Not the future, but what we currently do. You want to be a part of it? Now, let's learn how to implement SAP. It's not only about studying an application when you're studying SAP. It is about knowing the best practices in the industry. It is about integrating this best practice package software into the industry. And then you can succeed. You can transcend the current working environment of any industry that the SAP have implemented and lead them to a better direction than the traditional way of thinking of business industries. Someone always told me that innovation have to matter, have to add a value to that context. Think of a software that's got it all, and think of SAP that's got it all and could actually allow you to add more features to it. Now, let me introduce you to a company called Fairfax. It is the first company that have implemented HANA in East Africa. To your surprise, it is the preferred partner of SAP in Ethiopia. Now, this company, Fairfax, have arranged a chance for you to learn the SAP. You'll learn the SAP through the SAP Partner Edge, in which you will traverse through a website, follow the links that will be followed in this tutorial, and then acquaint yourself with the SAP software, in a hope that when you have completed your education or your field of study, you will come back to us and work with us, work for us and work with us, so that we both will succeed. Thank you for your attention. So, the first question that we asked is, what is the most elegant and prominent software in the ERP industry? Now, we answered that question with the answer being SAP. The next question I would ask would be, how would I teach myself into such a system and get into the industry and get myself acquainted with the technology? So, to answer that question, you need to come to this site. Practically, the most prominent advantage that you will be getting from using such a system is that they would have an enablement package. They would have a proper documentation and different kinds of video tutorials and marketing strategies for this specific product, for the SAP. Now, go to this site and find the Access Previous Version link. So when you do that, you will be prompted with a username and a password. Make sure that you have your username or SID and password provided to you by your official Fairfax coordinators. Now I would type in my username and my 8-digit or character password. Then you would see this site. To make sure that this pop-up doesn't come again, just choose the don't show me this dialog box again, and choose no. You don't want to go to the newer version of the site. Now choose the education menu and the applications link under the education menu. So on the left panel of the sidebar, you would find different kinds of menus. Choose the SAP all-in-one package. So these are the different versions of the SAP, not literally versions, different packages of the SAP. You could have the SAP A1 or all-in-one package, or the SAP B1 business one package. This is typically made for small business industries, and we are typically concerned with the 500 or 600 plus employees per an industry with the SAP BA1. This is SAP Business All-in-One package. Now, on the left panel, you would find a suitable tutorial for you, and you would choose this tutorial, and after choosing one, you would have different kinds of resources on the right side of the screen. So let's log in as a solution consultant, and on the solution consultant you would find different kinds of packages located at here. But I would recommend that you would primarily know the package that you are actually selling to the end user, so that I would want you to start from the sales executive perspective. So that's where I have actually started my education. So most of the packages that you see, if they are free of cost, they would say free, and you would have different value points for taking each course, and you would have a link or a play sign located at here, so that you would click on it and actually get the actual tutorial. And notice the 3 hours here. It is the duration of the course. It is typically different kinds of slides popping in and out, so that you would have a voiceover on them. They're actually good tutorials. One of the advantages of learning these tutorials is at the end of every tutorial, for example, let's take a look at one of the packages located here. So you could open every package that are located here, and after completing every package, you would have a web assessment section. So after taking the web assessment test, you would have a certificate that will show that you have successfully completed the package, the learning package. So make sure that you follow the instructions indicated earlier, and if you have any questions, you're most welcome.